Hello everyone, it's Bethany from Bethan Books and welcome back to this book nook. It has been a hot minute since I have filmed one of these videos, a 24-hour readathon. So right now it's Sunday the 5th, I believe, of June, and tomorrow is Queen's birthday here in Aotearoa, so we have a long weekend, which means yesterday I did a bunch of things, and today I can just read, and tomorrow I can just read. And I wanted to take you guys along on the journey with me. Apologies if the lighting is a little bit dark in this video. We're right in the middle of winter right now and it's getting really cold and really dark quite early, so just to preface this, obviously I'll use the lighting where I can, but we're in a quite sheltered house, so it is quite hard to find good lighting at times. But anyway, I'm going to show you the books I currently have in my Read Me basket. If you haven't seen my most recent Wheel Choosers TBR and you don't want to get spoiled, pause this video here and go off and watch that, because I am about to show you all the books that the wheel spun for me. So the first one we have is These Violent Delights, which I'm really excited to get around to eventually. Ooh. We have The Farm, which I'm intrigued to compare to Margaret Atwood's Handmaid's Tale. We've got Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials, a series that is very famous and I have never read from. We've got Kristen Hanna's The Nightingale, an author who is very famous that I have never read from. We have a very small book of essays, which I'm really intrigued by. I've never actually read a collection of essays, and obviously this is quite short and manageable. This is A Vindication of the Rights of Woman by Mary Wollstonecraft, which is Mary Shelley's mother, who wrote Frankenstein and Pretty Certain. We have a Stephen King. This is The Shining, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if I'll get around to this. I mean, I might, but I don't know if I will, just because it's small words, daunting. And then we have An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. This one is a science fiction one that I'm really intrigued to read because it's John Green's brother, and I just want to see how differently or similarly the brothers write. And then lastly we have Dragon Ball Volume 2, because that was the graphic novel prompt. I've got about 5 minutes till it reaches 11 o'clock on a Saturday, so this will finish at... Wait, have I done this maths kind of wrong? 11 a.m. on a Sunday, 11 a.m. on a Sunday. Wait, so it's going to be more like a 36-hour readathon. I'll finish this readathon at 11 p.m. on Monday, because I really should have thought this through. 11 p.m. on a Monday, because I've got work on the Tuesday. So a 36-hour readathon, which is plenty of time. I was going to spin the wheel to see which one I read first, but honestly I think we're just going to kick it off by trying to get through one of these two. You know what, I'm going to see if I can read a couple of essays, have a break with some graphic novel, and then come back to this, just to break these two up. So that's the first thing. I'll design some sort of graphic so you guys can see what books I read each hour, that sort of stuff. It has just turned 11 o'clock and I'm going to start with A Vindication of the Rights of Woman. The first essay is titled, sorry, The Rights and Involved Duties of Mankind Considered. Alright team, we are an hour in. It is 12 o'clock and I've finished 4 essays from this collection, which I believe is halfway, and so I'm up to page 45. I only read 45 pages in an hour, and I think that just shows how blooming dense this book is. It's just older style of language, using words I don't know what they mean, and it's essays, which is a medium of writing I am not very familiar reading. And whilst it's interesting, only the 30% that I understand is interesting. There's so many big words and names to what I'm guessing are philosophers or researchers back from Mary's past, her philosophers that she's referring to, and so I have no idea who these people are, and the concepts are super unfamiliar to me, so It's intense, man. Although I will put up some screenshots from the notes I made for each essay over on my Goodreads. There were a few stellar quotes that I got, and it's definitely a kind of feminine text. There's an interesting intro to it talking about if Mary Wollstonecraft is a feminist when her feminism views don't perfectly line up with modern feminism, which is an interesting discussion. But by crikey, I am so happy I brought out Dragon Ball, because whilst I'm not hungry yet, so I want to still keep reading, I cannot do another essay. I just can't. So let's do Dragon Ball. Let's go like the complete different style of writing. I honestly think more books need to do this, where they kind of recap all the characters you've met and describe them. So in this case, it's only volume 2, but it's just but the author, what's his name again? Akira Toriyama, has gone through and briefly reminded you who everybody is, and then done a little recap of book 1. So useful for people like me who automatically forget character names. Like a 5-star read, I can tell you like the plot and what happens, but I won't be able to tell you the character names. Anyone else like that? My name just does not retain my brain does not retain names. Hello team. It's been another hour. Oh, you can keep watching your TikToks, babe, it's fine. Thanks for being so thoughtful though. I finished Dragon Ball. Oh, I stood up way too fast. So it is just past 1 p.m, so 2 hours in, and Dragon Ball volume 2 is finished. It's actually so good. I read the first one, I want to say a year ago. I wonder if it was that long ago. And I kind of forgot how funny and humorous it is. Like, so, Akira Toriyama, it's, Titus, would you say he wrote this for teenagers or like adults, do you reckon? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Because it's kind of like a young adult, middle grade kind of story, but there's some really adult things in terms of basically names. Roshi. Is Yoshi Mario Kart?
Yoshi's the dinosaur
Yoshi's
from Mario.
The dinosaur from Mario. There we go, that's where I got confused. So not Roshi, but
No, Roshi, not Yoshi.
I'm gonna get so confused.
Yoshi's the green dinosaur.
Goshi is green, and Roshi is
An old
pervert. Yeah, he's real perverted, real paedophilic, and basically will do things in exchange for lewd acts. But it's done in a humorous way. Akira breaks the fourth wall through his characters, and it was just a really enjoyable read. The perfect thing to break up reading some heavy feminist essays. For now though, it is lunchtime. Titus is raiding the snacks. What have you found? I wasn't gonna steal from you. We've got a whole drawer of them, you silly Billy. Do you fancy a bacon buddy? I might make, do we have bacon?
Yeah.
Okay, I might make myself a bacon sandwich. Yeah, but I think you would just stink the microwave out if you microwave bacon. Did it work?
Yeah.
Did it stink out the microwave?
Microwave smell.
I mean, when did you do it?
Earlier in the week.
Did it get crispy?
Yeah.
I'll just do it the way I know. And that is how I make my own perfect bacon butty. That's it. Whilst I'm eating my perfect bacon butty, I'm going to try read another essay because I obviously want to keep going with this. This current essay is called The Effect Which an Early Association of Ideas Has Upon the Character, which it's actually a pretty interesting thought topic. You know, it's like that nature versus nurture thing. Alrighty, we have just hit hour 3. This is my little thingy of hours, and these are some ideas of things I can do to just break up my reading. Who knows how much of this we'll get through, but so far we've got Dragon Ball Volume 2 is read. My next reading mission is actually going to be something not from my TBR basket, and that is Circe, I'm yet to figure out how to pronounce it, which is by Madeline Miller. You guys have probably heard of it. It's quite famous in the YA Greek historical sphere, I believe. And the reason why this, hang on, where's my tablet? Oh, found it. And the reason why this is on my list is because, like The Secret History was the last book club read for my like high school book club, Circe is the next one, and I need to have read up to page 100 by Thursday. So I feel like if I read my 100 pages now, that's a nice little sit down amount of time. That's like a big to-do list thing checked off. I'm also going to try really hard to bullet this readathon up so it's not just me, different clips, same space, talking to you about what I've read. We do actually have a football game tomorrow, and I want to do some baking, and there's things I want to do. I'm not going to literally be able to read for 36 hours. I obviously need to sleep, although it'll be interesting to see how my insomnia is going. It's getting a bit better, but it's still a little bit hard for me to sleep at night. So yeah, that's just where I am with things. I'm really excited, like getting back into the throw of YouTube. Like right now I've got a vlog exporting, a weekly vlog. I'm just having fun again, which is brilliant to see. You guys have been so understanding and beautiful when it comes to talking about, you know, needing a break. And some of you have reached out to me on Instagram, and it's so nice of you guys. Honestly, like, I know you sometimes get comments out there in like people's comments sections that are really horrible. I don't think I've had any real horrible ones, and I just really like this community. I'm feeling like I'm in a good space and that we're going to be able to keep this consistent again, especially by putting less pressure on myself. Just simple things. If you guys ever start a YouTube thing, don't put pressure on yourself to upload a certain amount a week, because I think that's where I eventually got burnt out. In my banner I said 2 videos every week, and so I felt like I had to, you know, meet that promise, which I think in all it's fair if I say I'm going to do something to meet it. But like telling myself I don't have to put out 2 videos a week has actually made it a lot easier to put out 2 or more videos a week. So that's just where we're at. I've got some really exciting reading vlogs coming up. That's another reason I'm doing this readathon now. I want to get through some of my basket books because I've got some secret TBRs for some secret vlogs coming up. I'm just so excited. It's going to be so good. But that's just a little yarn. And it has just hit the start of hour 4. I'm going to get a snack and read some Circe. I think it's how you say it. Here we go. The New York Times best-selling author of The Song of Achilles. I haven't actually read The Song of Achilles either. Yo, there we go. Wait, how many chapters are there? 27 chapters. Okay. Chapter 1. When I was born, the name for what I was did not exist. From what I know of Greek mythology, which is very little, I'm pretty sure that this sentence is just alluding to a new kind of creature I'm guessing, my prediction is that Cersei, I'm just going to go with it, Cersei is our main character. Not gonna lie, I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see. Time update, it is 5:30, so it has been, I can't even do the maths, like 2.5 hours since I last talked to you guys, and I have read up to page 100 of the ebook of Cersei. I did the maths, it's actually 200 pages if it was like the hardcover paperback, like the novel, not the ebook, like the physical book copy, it'd be 200 pages. I have to say it's actually written really, really well. Let me soften that. It's written quite well, and it's quite enjoyable from my perspective, who hasn't learned, like, who's read a decent amount of Greek, but it's almost like all the gods come at once and it becomes quite... How are you doing, Ben? It's quite nice reading about only one god at a time, because it means, like, in the past when I've read books with Greek gods in them and, you know, nymphs, goddesses, Olympians, titans, all of that stuff, all of the names really blur and it's hard for me to figure out what's going on. But with this one just focusing on Cersei, it's a lot easier for me to understand. I will say reading Odyssey by Homer earlier in the year has really given me a nicer understanding of the side characters we see in this novel, and so that's been quite fun. But for now, we're going to go grab some dinner. Well, dinner, potatoes,
Yeah, a few other things.
some spuds and a few other things. And honestly, I've been reading since like 11, so your gal needs a break. A skillet would be useful. I'm gonna say Cersei book club pages, and I did do that. I also went out and bought stuff not for banana muffins but for cookies. Okay, so Titus is being an angel and is making some dinner so I can keep reading. I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 essays left. I'm going to at least read one. I'm not gonna lie, my eyes are starting to feel reading fatigued, so I think I'm just gonna see how much I get through this. I might do some of my internet stuff. I've got to send off like my reviews to HarperCollins and stuff and chill out for a bit. And yeah, like I said in the previous clip, I really want to make some cookies. I was going to do banana muffins, but for some reason it's cookie weather. My brain is telling me it's cookie weather. Yeah, those cookies are old though, they did not work out. And now for dessert, I am on and we're going to make some fresh cookies. I'm going to put you in time-lapse mode, and I will try remember to write the recipe down below. If I forget, someone remind me in the comments and I'll put it down there for you. It's one I found on TikTok and it's like my favourite kind of cookie consistency. Vindication of the Rights of Women is finished, and honestly I am so happy to have finished it. I feel like I've been reading it all day, which I guess I kind of have. What are my final thoughts? My final thoughts are that what I understood, it was good, but I only understood maybe 30% of it. Ooh, where did that go? I just threw my bobby pin somewhere. Yeah, of what I understood, which was about 20%, it was good. And then the rest of it, honestly, just felt like me trying to decode words and grammar and tense that I was unfamiliar with, and it was a bit of a slog. Don't worry, I have a singlet underneath. In all honesty, I just feel like it was beyond my reading ability. I'm not saying I'm stupid, I'm not calling myself out or being derogatory towards myself in that way. I just feel like it's written to an audience that isn't modern, and whilst the ideas were good, and I feel like I can say that because I understand the message in each essay, although some of the ideas, I'm going to say good in terms of I agree with them today. Some of them are also interesting because they really showed the time period. The last essay in this collection, she was basically writing like mini essays, listing ways in which women, kind of suck and need to get better. And one of them is that you shouldn't read novels because they're trashy romances, and instead you need to read proper literature like this collection of essays. And it was just, kind of funny, kind of offensive, I'm not gonna lie. And then like the very next one after that, it was like women who like to dress up and have tattoos and blah blah blah, and men who like to dress up and have tattoos, bad. And I'm just like sitting here reading it like, as someone who loves to read tattoos, novels, has tattoos, takes pride in how she dresses, has fun with how I present my avatar, my sack of flesh. What would she think looking at women today? It'd be so interesting. But she did also have some real valid points too. The main one I can think of is that in keeping context of her time, it's still relevant today. She critiqued the fact that men can sleep with women and get away with it, but as soon as a woman slept with a man who wasn't, get away with it in terms of cheating. But as soon as a woman cheated on a man, that was her social status, her everything gone. So that was interesting to read about. For now though, it's shower time. Bam, 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 shh. Which book is gonna be next? Bam, 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 shh. Which book is gonna be next? I actually cannot recall. Oh my gosh, hang on. Can you guys tell when I mean it when I say I just keep things real as possible? I did not tidy up this room before I came in here, and that's actually a big stack of books I'm going to unhaul eventually. So I don't know. I just keep adding to the pile recently, so I don't know when that video is going to come out, to be honest. But let me know if you want it, and I'll start making moves to get onto it. I believe the last prompt that was selected in the Will Chooses TBR was the latest add to TBR, I think. Either way, we're going to remove it and replace it with random word. Now, these might not necessarily work for the selection of books I've got here. Just a reminder, this is what I've got left. Oh golly gosh, sorry Hank Green. But we'll see if we can make something work. Is there any book I particularly want to read the most? No, not really. They're all relatively the same size. We've got, I do really want to make sure I get round to Chloe Gong's book because she is a Kiwi author and apparently it's really good, that series. Interested about The Farm. They're all on my TBR because I want to read them. So yeah, here we go. It's literally the thing that I put up there. I really don't know if I think to fulfill the prompt of random word, I might just put a wheel, like get a digital wheel and add the different words from the titles into it and just record. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Editing me here. Sorry guys, I actually lost the footage for this little clip. Basically, I took every word from the titles of those books, broke it down to like The Shining, The Invisible, something, okay, all those titles, and put them in a wheel, and then I spin the wheel, and the word that came up was, drum roll please, Shining. I really thought it was going to land on the then, and then I would have a few choices, but The Shining it is. I don't know how much I'll get through this. It's 416 pages in total. These are what the words look like on the page. Nothing too bad, to be honest. I'll make a start. I am going to head to bed though, so I think what I'll do is I'll show you the first 12 hours. I've made a pie chart for it. That'll be what you're looking at right now, so you can see what I've been reading, when I started the books, when I finished the books. And tomorrow morning, when I say good morning to you all, I will give you an update of how much I did read / when I went to sleep on the next wheel. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. See you in the morning, team. Good morning, vlog. No hint of a lie, it's 11:30. So what happened is, yes, I went to sleep for like 12 hours, basically. I slept for ages, and then 10 hours, 11 hours. But then I had some Instagram content and TikTok content I had to do contractually for Instagram, which is pretty interesting, exciting. And then I have a football match soon, so when I come back from football, I suppose is when the reading will start up again. Just found out I was wrong, guys. I have like an hour before football, so let me go get The Shining. Before I fell asleep last night, I did read about 20 pages, and I remember saying to Ty that what's really struck me so far with The Shining is how different I feel Stephen King's writing style is in this. So for context, I've read his 4 Past Midnight collection, Pet Sematary, and Misery. And all of them kind of felt like they started at the same pace, the same kind of style, the same level of, what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, like the same pace, basically, is what I'm getting at. Except with this, I'm 20 pages in, and it almost feels like someone different has written it. Sorry, I'm cold. I'm getting snuggled under the blanket. It feels like we're already right into the thick of it. The world building so far has been pretty good. Quite a useful tool, I feel, Stephen King describing the layout of the hotel through the interview process of the main character we're going to be following. We already know that something dodgy has happened to the previous winter grounds person. So yeah, it just feels a lot faster. So let's see what I can get through before we do actually have to go for football. I just got comfy and I want snacks. Gosh dang it. Yes.
Watch that bounce, Mike! Come on, Jamie!
Right guys, I think I'm unfortunately going to have to cut my readathon short by a few hours. It's 7 o'clock, but I am crashing in terms of sleep. I know I slept really long and woke up late, and I've been awake maybe, I'm trying to do the maths now, 7, 8, 9 to 10 hours, but I am exhausted again, and I want to listen to my body. I've heard that if you're not careful you can get long COVID, and that is the last thing I want right now. So I'm just going to listen to my body. I'm going to make myself some school lunch, I'm going to go have a shower, and I'm going to get to bed. Just the last reading update then, I suppose, is The Shining. I got to page 46, and although that's not very far in the book, I have to say I don't think I was actually reading it for all that long, so it's pretty fast to get through so far, and I'm really, really excited to see like what happens next. I know from the film of Ready Player One, a few of the characters I can like picture in my head, but I don't know much else except for the whole haunted hotel situation. Yeah, my brain is telling me to sleep. All right, one day I will be able to do a really, really good, like 48-hour readathon is the goal, like a full-on 2 days of just reading, but we will get there one day. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy all the places you go in your own reading adventures, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, editing me back, just because I wanted to actually wrap up this vlog by first of all saying sorry it was so abrupt. When did I say this was? Early June, Queen's birthday. It was like the week, I think, perhaps the week before, I don't know. I just had COVID and I was feeling it. I'm happy to report it is now the 22nd of June. So it's almost a fortnight later, and I'm feeling pretty, like, I'm 100%, I'm pretty much all better. The only hit I've had is, like, my fitness, because I haven't exercised for so long, has taken a massive hit. But I also just wanted to say, I did finish Cersei for the book club, in time for our meeting, and I just wanted to say I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I feel so knowledgeable about that goddess's story, history, myth, legend, whatever you want to call it. And I just think Miller did a fantastic job in making Greek history accessible. I highly, highly recommend, if you're someone who enjoys Greek stuff, if you're someone who read Rick Riordan as a kid and are kind of wanting something in the similar vein, just be aware, if you are like thinking, oh, would my child or youth, or I am youth, would I like this? There is rape, there is abuse, there is incest, there is a lot of trigger warning things in there, poisoning, alcohol, yes, death, so much death. So just be aware of that. It's not a children's book, but it is very good for learning myth and legend. So, oh, excuse me, I'm like determined. I'm determined to get this out to you by tomorrow morning, so you're at least getting 1 vlog a week. Yeah, it's Thursday night and I'm actually entering another long weekend. It's the first year that Aotearoa is celebrating Matariki tomorrow on Friday. So I'm going to try vlog that long weekend too. And hopefully it doesn't take me so long to edit and it gets to you quicker than this one did. But anyway, I'm rambling now. See you in the next video, guys.